This is Fob and Friends. 5 friends, 5 perspectives, all fob. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode, everyone. My name is Zan, don't ask why, just put an I. And with me is a few of the friends from Fob and Friends. It is Amina. Okay, Amina, thanks. And then Maz.
What's up?
This is a 3-man crew this week.
Anything and
Yeah.
everything.
It really is quite a smaller group
No holds barred. We can say anything we want now.
about all of the other fobs and friends.
Yeah, we probably should explain where they are. Gossam is in college. He's officially moved in like a few days ago. So he's gone. He's too busy gallivanting in college.
Partying on a Wednesday night.
Partying it up.
Seems super quiet with them too.
It does. It seems
Feels
a bit
se-
more. It seems a bit
It's
more,
more-
relaxed. Maybe.
It's more intimate.
Yeah, it is. It's a definitely more intimate time. And Summer's I don't like that word. Summer's on vacation.
Yeah, it's such a gross word.
Intimate.
Intimate.
I also don't like this. I'm ranting off. You know, like when people call like underwear your intimates.
I've never heard of it, honestly.
It's a thing. I
But
promise.
no,
you.
you're right though. You're right.
I personally haven't heard of it.
For women's underwear, they're like, and it's in your intimates. I'm like, I don't like it. It grosses me out.
Yeah, but it's like mostly in like those department stores, right, where they call it the intimates.
Like Macy's. If you look in their catalog, yes, guys, I still look at the catalog that they send. But if you look at it and you go to their intimate section,
You still get the catalogs?
You're old, Amina. Stop.
Wait,
it.
Amina, wait a second. You still get catalogs delivered? Is that still a thing?
yeah. I mean,
I thought
like
those
them.
were. No, I like them too. It's nostalgic-y type thing. It's kind of cool, kind of flipping through the pages.
it's not like I personally,
Nostalgia.
like if I lived on my own, I would get catalogs sent to me. I mean, they're to my mother. They're addressed to her.
Do you remember those Finger Hut catalogs?
No, I don't
Finger
even know
Those
what that is.
the Finger Huts. You don't know what the Finger Hut catalogs were?
Pizza Hut?
They were like not
Pizza
Hut.
I like Pizza Hut catalogs.
Finger Hut. It was like a monthly catalog that we used to get way back in the day, and like it was kind of just it was basically the Macy's thing, but like there was no just it wasn't just a specific brand. It's like, you know, it was a catalog that had people come in to sell their stuff.
It was like,
I'm
it was like a
It was like
basically to advertise for a different
Exactly.
things.
Exactly. It was like if you combine Macy's, Best Buy, and like, I don't know, some men's stores and combine that all together, that's basically what
Well,
that catalog was.
I've never.
Those were the
Never-
days. I remember those were so cool. I liked those a lot more than the Macy's ones. They went creative with the pictures, which I always thought was interesting, because they always like had the most ridiculous looking faces in every single pose that they did. So, yeah.
Also,
that's
the best memories
that's
of
why I
those
liked it.
catalogs, the worst memories of those catalogs are when they would be rolled up to smack your butt. We all know.
Well, it wasn't so much the magazine; it was more the chappal, the nice little sandal, or
No, because I would go in the family room in the morning, and Mom would be reading a catalog, and then I'd bother her, and then she'd roll up the catalog.
boom, right in the head.
Not in the head. That'd be kill shot. No.
Well, they
In the
use that
butt.
for like. They use that for killing bugs too. They're like, go get me a newspaper or go get me a catalog, roll it up, and then they kill
I
you.
know. We never used napkins. It was like whatever we could find nearest.
Yeah. Why do we always have to like resort to killing the insect? Why don't we just like carry it outside?
Are you gonna carry it outside?
Yeah, why not? Like put it in a cup or something like that.
What if it's like a big tarantula? Are you gonna carry it outside?
There's no
Zan!
tarantulas in New England.
What if it's a big tarantula? All right, Zan. We'll go.
Okay, what if it was snake? What if it was like a garden snake? Would you pick
Alright,
that up?
well, Okay, snakes are different than insects. Snakes could
I
actually
don't.
kill you.
Well, a garden snake couldn't kill you. A
Oh, I
garden.
mean, garden snakes can't, obviously, but
But it's still
Yeah, but
scary
like,
though. Yeah.
did I tell you
yeah,
guys
but like,
I saw a
oh,
snake downstairs in the basement? Like, recently, too? It
what'd
was
you
a
do?
garden snake, too. But, alright, so it was right next to my bed. It was, like, late night. I got up, I saw it, I was just like, what is going on right now? And then it just slithered away, honestly.
Why are you in that basement then? After that,
So wait, you didn't not do anything after that?
No, I just left
You
it.
just-
It just went through, like, a little crack or something. I've never seen it since.
and you
ew, it's
just
like
fell back
living with
asleep
you.
knowing.
It's like,
You
it's
just
like
fell back
living.
asleep not caring.
It's around there somewhere. I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what to do.
Have you slept down there since?
Oh yeah, many times.
Oh my god, you're a snake, obviously.
I'm Snape.
Speaking of snakes, ooh, like my segment, like what I did. Speaking of snakes, Taylor Swift's new song. Have you heard it?
I have not. I didn't want to hear it because
I literally skimmed through it for a second, and I was like, "This is complete garbage."
I don't
No
want
offense
to waste
all
my
Taylor Swift
time,
fans out there.
waste my energy for that
Okay, well,
song.
it's like breaking records, like YouTube records, and it's like everyone's talking about it. And I watched the video, and it was okay. I don't know. I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan at all, really, at all.
What happened to her? Why did she suddenly go from this whole
You
like her
don't know the
last album was
drama?
well, not really. I don't really follow Taylor Swift drama, but like all I know is that like she like her last album was pretty joyful. Why all of a sudden is she getting so like
Oh
depressing and
man,
like so
you're
like
missing out.
but like she's also not even like I feel like her last album was probably the last one that was like the last remnants of OG Taylor Swift. And now in this song, she's like completely just another pop star. That's
Well,
what it sounds like. The song
if
is
you
so
listen,
generically. I don't know.
if you listen to the song, in the middle of the song, she goes, Taylor, old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Oh, cause she's dead. It's very lame, but
Oh, so she broke the fourth wall with that.
she like does it constantly in the video. If you watch the end of it, it's like a bunch of old past Taylor Swifts fighting with each other, and like the reason why this whole thing happened is because her reputation, get it, like the album name, went down the tube because she was caught basically. So you know the whole drama with Kanye West and his Life of Pablo song where he says like, I feel like me and Taylor still might have sex. I made that bitch famous or whatever. So there was that whole controversy that like Taylor Swift made that speech at the VMAs that was like no one like made me famous, or she basically said that. I don't know exactly what she said. I can't. But she basically was like, I got here on my own, right? And vilified him. And he was like, Kanye was like, no, like I asked for her permission before I did it, and now I look like this bad guy. So then Kim Kardashian posted a video of Kanye and Taylor talking on the phone, and she's
Oh, I
approving
saw
the
that.
lyrics.
Yeah.
She did this last year, and it was like huge because she basically like called out Taylor Swift, and you know Taylor on the video was like, "Yeah, of course, thanks for calling me. Like it's your lyrics." And then Taylor Swift came out with this whole statement that was like, "Please excuse me from this narrative. Like I didn't approve of a lyric of bitch, and this and this and that." And but everyone basically, no one believed her, and she was like called a snake, and people like posted snake emojis all over her Instagram, and now she's back, and she's like, y'all don't know anything about me. I have a bad reputation, but you don't know who I really am, and you know I'm out to get revenge, basically. And all the Tay Swift fans are like, you know,
She's
I
looking
don't
for
know.
revenge.
I don't know. She's like, look what you made me do. And my friend was like, what did they make you do, Taylor? Like, I don't.
T Swift, get over it. Jeez.
I don't.
And like,
What? That really?
you didn't know
All
any
because
of
of.
that?
I did not know any of that. I just find it so ridiculous. That's the reason why she's doing this now, is because of like haters, basically.
Yeah. basically, and like her
She
reputation.
she went through that stage that like Miley Cyrus went through. Like she first was all like kiddish.
That's
I don't want
another
to say
weird
killed
one.
it.
No,
I don't want to
Miley
say
Cyrus
kiddish.
didn't.
But
Miley Cyrus went through like a black, like trying to be black phase, and it was really like
what do you mean?
not good.
She is black.
Well, she's not, and like she like basically, and then like it pissed me off with Miley Cyrus because then she's like, I've like grown out of that phase, or like whatever, and I'm like, you can't just like act like a whole like sect of people and like basically like mock them, stereotype, whatever, and then be like, I'm over it now. I feel like it's
That
so,
reminds
like,
me of the whole Kathy Griffin thing. Did you hear about that? How she retracted her original apology, I guess, at this point, because of the same exact reason, where she's like, well, she was like, yeah, you guys made me lose my job and everything, so I want to retract my statement because I'm over that. And then everyone's like, Kathy, you cannot say, how are you retracting? Like, are you making us think that we don't know what just happened a few months ago? When you had this whole hissy fit?
publicity.
Yeah,
It's
it's only 60 days
Griffin
later.
posts that picture of like the decapitated Trump in her hand,
Yeah.
and then everyone was like outraged, and so she apologized for it, and then
Well,
she's like,
initially she didn't apologize. She defended it. She was like, "Yeah, no, this I stand by this," and then she got more hate, and then she lost her job, and lost her like hosting duties for a show, and
Honestly,
then
I
she
don't think
apologized
should have
for it.
apologized. I mean, if you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah.
Also, like,
Yeah, stick with that.
Like, I don't know.
It's like
But
it was a
seriously,
fully developed head, so it's like she did go through all that effort to make a head that looked like the president and had blood on it. It's like you went through all that
She didn't
effort, and then you
personally make it.
No, I know, but like she funded it, I'm assuming, and she did all of this, and then she goes, "No, I defend it. No, I don't. I'm gonna say an apology," and then literally a couple months later, "Oh yeah, I retract my apology." It's like, what are you doing? Like, you're just confusing everyone.
yeah.
Well, like it's like that's not maybe with like the retracting and like being like, oh, never mind, that's like Miley, but like that's like
Oh yeah, I don't know why I got on that. I don't know how I connected those two. But
you were like,
I just wanted to say that.
That's not me anymore. Or, like, that's not,
Yeah.
like, she kind of like she said she's evolved or growing or whatever, and
Yeah.
it's like do you evolve past like black culture? Is that how that works? I feel
Yeah, it's like,
that's
do you
another-
almost... It's like, I just don't understand how she thinks that, like, oh, like, all my fans saw me in that phase of my life act in that way. I'm gonna pretend that they are all stupid and they don't remember that anymore, and I'm all good now. It's all good. It's called completely different. Complete 180. Alright, no, 360.
180.
No, it'll be... Yeah, 180. It would be 180.
180. 360
You're going
would
the
just be
opposite way.
back to full circle.
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be like she's exactly the same.
But yeah.
I don't know. T-Swift, going all the way back, the song itself is like whatever. Like, it's whatever. It's like the generic pop song, so of course it has like, it's catchy. It's not catchy, but the video, people are like, it's genius because she has all these hidden messages, and I'm just like, oh my god, there's so much effort into like the pettiness. That's what bothers me. It's like, you could be talking, you have such a platform, and you could be talking about other things, and maybe she will on the rest of her album, who knows, that comes out. Oh, and that comes out, the date it comes out is the death anniversary of Kanye West's mother.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
I mean, do you
people are
think she did that on purpose, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do you think she honestly went that out of the way to be like, I want to make sure?
I don't know. They claim that they just like picked a Friday and they did it, but but on the other hand, for someone who's so like their eye is on every single detail, you would think that maybe they would move it to the next Friday. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I guess like afterwards, knowing this, she could have moved it, but I guess she's not.
Or like not even afterwards. Like, I do feel like she has like nothing is coincidence with these marketing teams, right, Maz? Like, you're marketing.
He goes, "You're marketing."
Like,
No, yeah,
you
no,
would know,
I
like,
know. I know exactly what you mean. Like she has so much like a she has like that power of trying to like changing like that could change this world and this country, but she doesn't use that. She uses it for her personal gain,
Which is like fine.
basically.
Music is like personal, but I just find it so like, oh my god, it's just so
Everything
petty.
is a
It's all
work.
so petty.
That's my favorite quote. Is everything is a work. Like a work meaning
Explain.
that like so works basically is a like an old like wrestling term basically when it means that like they're just fooling you. You know, they're just like playing tricks at you and you don't even realize. You know, like how wrestling is in general, how
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
is fake but it's presented as real. That's a work. So that quote, there was this famous wrestler who goes in an interview because they don't talk about this in public because obviously they want to keep the mystique about wrestling hush hush, but in a public interview he goes, yeah, everything is a work. And it's just like, but it like he was obviously, you know, talking about wrestling, but it applies to this because it's like I feel like everything in the world is because of some other stupid thing, and then they all want to just drive views, and it's all about moments. It's not about, you know,
Yeah.
This is about
like
money.
they want to, yeah, it's all about money. They want to be that trending topic for the first 24 hours and then whatever.
Just
I don't
you
know.
know,
I don't know.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, and all the Taylor Swift fans can vilify us and hate on
T-Swift.
us. The T Swift, what are they? I don't know what they're called. What are the fans called?
Tay-Tays. The Tay-Tays.
I don't think they're called the Tay Tays.
Sounds kind of weird if you call them the Tay
Swifties.
Tays.
Yeah, it sounds like another word.
I'm gonna look it
Anyway.
up. I'm gonna look it up and see what they call
Oh yeah,
themselves.
what is it? Tell us what the Taylor Swift fans call themselves. Are they the Snakes now? Because she's so snaky.
Or call you guys talk while I do this.
Okay, so
Yeah.
well, you type away.
Yeah.
Monty, I know you watched the fight.
Did you guys watch the fight?
No.
I no. Oh,
I
they're
know
called.
what happened. I know that he got a TKO in the 10th round. McGregor.
Yeah. Honestly, I was expecting the same thing. I was not expecting anything to go further. I was not expecting to go all the way 12th round. Okay, it's like saying, okay, this is not a really good analogy, but like basically like you can't really beat somebody at a sport they've been working on for 22 years. I mean, yeah, it's the same striking fighting type thing, but like it's not the same sport. Boxing goes so much more than MMA. I mean, not more.
You don't think it was
Obviously,
rigged?
MMA. No, not rigged. Like MMA is like pure
No,
fighting.
you don't think this match was rigged?
I don't think it was rigged.
Because
I
there's
think,
so much. There's so
No.
much money riding on this fight.
no, I
People
do
bet
think
millions of dollars.
the trash talk was all BS.
Yeah, the trash talk was all work.
Well, yeah.
That's what
It was
every
all
fight.
work.
That's how they
It
make, yeah, that's how they make the money. Like world tours and stuff like that, just for trash talking. That's how they make their money. Like, yeah, no, I believe that Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather were already friends before, and they just
You
made
don't think it was rigged, the fight?
I don't think it was. No, Floyd needed to win. Floyd had the better upper advantage to win. I think his 21 year experience in the boxing field is just way too much for Conor to handle for his pro boxing debut. That's what I believe. Because
Yeah, but you don't think MMA fighting like trains you to like kick ass?
yeah, they do. But the thing is, like, think about it this way. Yeah, MMA, you train for striking, kicking, grappling, and all that types of stuff. But like, you're limited on what you can do in boxing. You're only striking in boxing. And
What I heard is that like
Right.
what I heard is that MMA fighters, they are trained to be explosive and be, you know, trying to get that knockout punch as quickly as possible because they only have 3 minutes or 5 minutes each round. And then while boxing is more about endurance and trying to last as long as possible.
Exactly. The last three
And-
rounds of this fight, you
Yeah.
could literally tell Conor McGregor could not stand up anymore. That's how he got that TKO. Like MMA fighters could take a punch. Like he was not going down. he took so many punches by Floyd that last round.
But it was just he was tired
He
by
was
that
just
point.
so exhausted because he's literally fighting a 21 years of experience in Floyd Mayweather. Like he has so
Also,
much
it's like
experience.
you're right. Like especially, I guess if you're talking about MMA, then if it's like 3 to 5 minutes per round, you're talking about like maybe like 15, 20 minutes for a fight. Whereas
Yeah.
with boxing, this was like almost an hour-long fight.
I
It's like a
I
lot
heard
of endurance.
yeah, I heard a good analogy. It was it's like playing badminton with a tennis player. You feel me? Like it's playing. It's like let's just say you're a professional badminton player. It's like playing Serena Williams at the freaking for like a match. You know what I mean? Like that's just it's
Oh.
completely opposite. Yeah, it's the same thing, but like Serena Williams is still gonna kick ass. You know what I mean? Like it's not. There's no doubt about it. Like
Well, that's true. People really wanted McGregor to win, though. Like
yeah,
everything I
people
was
want
seeing was
because it would be so bad for boxing if you see someone from another sport come to your sport, fight and beat your best guy, going 49-1 in his pro boxing debut. That's so bad for boxing. You'll lose so much money in the future.
yeah, but like people wanted McGregor to win, is what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
no,
say.
because it's an underdog story.
It's like controversy. It's like controversy creates cash. It's like they want that like
Exactly.
It's like Rocky, and
Yeah.
Apollo Creed.
Yeah, no. I love the Rocky movies, by the way. Those Rocky movies
Do
I
you
can
think
watch every
Rocky could
single
have
day.
won against Floyd Mayweather? Young Rocky.
No.
nah.
You don't think young Rocky could have won against not like old Sylvester Stallone now, but I'm talking about like Rocky 2
Huh, I don't
when he's like
know.
more experienced
I
Rocky.
don't know.
What
I
about
don't
Rocky
know.
4 when he trains in like the barren woods in Alaska,
I don't know. I feel
whatever?
like sometimes the Rocky movies are like not realistic sometimes. Like
Well, duh. I'm
It is.
yeah,
saying
but that's
though,
what
do
I'm
you think
saying. Like
Rocky could
what
win?
Rocky does, he just eats a lot of punches and then in sporadic moments he just like starts wailing at his opponent. Like that's not how real
That's
boxing
true.
goes. That's not how real boxing goes. If
Yeah,
you keep
Rocky
eating
always gets his
punches,
ass kicked.
yeah, like if you keep eating punches, yeah, you can do that. Keep doing that. But like wailing on someone like Floyd, who's so defensive oriented, you're not gonna hurt a guy like that.
So you're
Do you
saying
You know what
Floyd
I'm?
Mayweather would win against Rocky?
Yeah. No, yeah, of course. I think so. There might
Fair.
be some people who like think differently, but
I mean, I get. Yeah, I guess so. I guess, and realistically speaking, I think Floyd would probably be the winner.
What about Creed?
Apollo Creed,
No, Creed, like his son.
his son, oh, he's losing. Come on. Come on.
Aww.
No, but
Michael B. Jordan doesn't have a chance.
I would love an underdog fight. Those are the best. That's why so many people wanted McGregor to win because it's just like not out of the ordinary.
Yeah,
people-
it'd have been
it's like-
dumb.
It's like playing. No, it's not really like this. It's like Michael Jordan. He's so like he's the greatest of all time in basketball. He's playing freaking and football. Like it's like that. I mean, it seems like it's so drastically changed. It's like something like that. Like you won't
Oh,
see.
man.
You
Well,
won't
some
see-
say that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. But
I saw this actual something it came
Where's
out
my
today
case?
actually. You know, I saw this thing today.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I didn't. Maz.
See, like, no,
I'm just- I'm
let
trying
me.
to stir
This
the
is
pot.
this is gonna be like not attacking Amna, but like listen to this, Amna. So I was actually just like an hour ago. I read that you know do you guys know who Damian Lillard is from the Portland Trail Blazers? He's a point guard.
I've
Yes,
heard of
yes.
him.
Yeah, well, he said, let me bring it up right now. He says that fans will never admit anybody is better than Michael Jordan, even though if they are. And I agree with that so much. Because, like, honestly,
no one
like,
would get to prove it.
There's a
Except
lot of-
maybe LeBron James.
I don't know, like, stats
Who has
wise,
yet to prove?
there's some stats comparing between, like, let's just say, like, Kobe and Michael and, like, LeBron and Michael. There's some stats that favor LeBron and Kobe. And like
Yeah,
no
but
fans
overall,
will
it's a
admit,
player, right?
yeah, exactly. Like no fans will admit that like yeah they're better than MJ until like I would say that they
Well,
retire.
like, wouldn't you say Ray Allen? Obviously, everyone would agree Ray Allen's a better 3-point shooter than Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
Yeah, so of course certain stats line up against Michael Jordan, but as an overall player of the game, it's like who came out on top, who was like that. Wow, maybe you're right.
yeah.
Maybe
No, along to
you're
that
right.
fact, I mean, you know how like everyone calls Michael Jordan the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's like an argument that like Tom Brady's like the GOAT of sports because he's just winning
Ugh, I
so.
don't like Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's the GOAT.
He's so like white.
What does that mean?
He's
He's like
literally
he
the
voted
nicest
for
guy I've ever seen.
Trump. He voted for Trump. He like
Who's
I don't
Trump?
know. They're just like I don't
Yeah, who is
I don't know.
Trump?
Let's pivot.
Yeah, this is a
You know
good
what I
pivot.
mean though.
This is a good
Yeah.
pivot. Did you see Melania Trump's high heels,
Heels?
at Harvey? Yeah, heels at freaking
She's
Houston.
going to Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah.
People were saying that they were like, "What is she?" And like, I mean, and the more so than her heels, it was her Louis Vuitton bags that she was bringing onto the plane.
Uh-huh.
People were like, "What is this, a vacation that you're going on? Like you're going to go see like victims of like a terrible, terrible, like tragedy and or earthly disaster." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and she's wearing heels, Louis Vuitton. I don't know what type of heels, Louis Vuittons or.
She could have at least
Honestly-
gotten like Louis Vuitton shoes, like normal shoes.
I don't know. I just feel like there's
Tennis
people.
shoes.
I feel like people focus on so many like small things such as that. Like
I feel
who
like
cares?
people
Like,
like
let her
to,
be,
I like not trying to be political, but I feel like everyone, especially with this president, everyone wants to kind of find some sort of stupid thing to talk about. Being like, oh, look how dumb he is. Look what he did. Oh, look what he did. Like Monty is right. Maz is right. Where it's like they're focused on so many stupid little things where it's like it has nothing to do with anything, but they just want to get a headline out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
I
media
mean,
does these days, dude. They do anything
she did
for it.
change. Like that's the thing. Like they didn't show the fact that she changed into like tennis shoes when she landed off the plane.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that part
exactly.
will never be talked about. They're only going to focus on
They
the.
did talk about it.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean.
Well, yeah, people.
They're only
frame it.
they're only going to focus on the fact that look what she did. And
Yeah,
she did that. But they're not
exactly.
going to talk
Like, the
about
media's- Yeah.
afterwards she did change.
Yeah, this thing started because like she wore heels. Like let's just say she wore sneakers in that first photo. This would never be talked about. You know what I mean? Like
Right. And like the thing is like that's not the worst thing that happened with them going. That's the thing, like people are focusing on the heels, but like his speech was way worse. And I was like, look at the turnout of this crowd, and it's like people who are hurricane victims, and like it's not a crowd. It's not like your speech.
yeah.
Don't focus on Melania's heels. Focus on Trump's words and like how ridiculous they are. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Every Trump
You're gonna-
speech is like horrible. Not every, but like most of them.
no, every.
He always needs to put that little quote in, like, believe me. Like, how are we? There's no facts to believe you, man. Like, believe me.
Let's not get too
No.
political.
Yeah.
Zan, don't shy away.
I don't-
Talk a little bit.
We could talk a little bit. That's fine. I just don't want haters to be like, oh, hey, you're talking about politics, blah blah blah. I hate those type of people.
You know, that's the fact of life, though. It's gonna seep into what we're gonna talk about.
It
And,
just
like,
sucks sometimes because, like, for example, the first lady, like, there's never gonna be someone like Michelle Obama again. Compared to Melania, Melania's not gonna do anything. Like,
Michelle
literally.
Obama is just like.
What if she's the dark
You
horse
know.
though, Melania?
Did you guys hear?
I
that?
doubt
She's the
it.
dark
I
horse.
don't know if you guys heard, but did you guys hear that Michelle Obama was a transgender? It's like a
That's
rumor.
so.
Like,
She's
but
not
like,
trans. She's not trans.
no, of course
That's such
not.
a weird rumor.
Yeah, no,
to
like,
have.
of course I
Not
don't
because
believe it.
trans is a problem, but because why would you say Michelle Obama is trans?
Yeah,
It just
no,
doesn't
of
make
course
sense.
I don't believe it. I'm just saying. Did you hear that crazy like news that like people think that she's transgender because like how she portrays herself, how she walks, how she looks, how
so-
how quote unquote her manly hands are. Like,
That's so terrible.
like what? Like, what do you want to do with that? Like, who cares? Like, if she was even a transgender, who cares? Like,
She's not though. It's rumors that are like very hurtful to people who are trans, and it's like also like just unnecessary rumors against her because they're just being hateful. It's just people are hateful. That's the end of the story.
yeah.
End of it.
Yeah, no, that's the end of politics of this podcast. Because if we get way too deep, like we'll go off. So,
Too deep though.
Too deep.
too deep. Did you? Oh,
No.
regarding Harvey, did you hear? Did you guys hear about the scrutiny that Kevin Hart is receiving because he donated 24 or 25K? Which
Why is that
the 20
why are people
Why
scrutinizing
is it being
though?
scrutinized?
because people have been saying like, oh, Kevin Hart has so much money, so he's donating $25,000. How about those people who can't afford that $25,000? What if they can only do $100? Like,
What?
that's why he's being scrutinized. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm
but
not.
he's only Yeah, I get what you're saying, but he's only nominating people he knows that can donate $25,000.
I don't get why has such a huge deal about it. Like,
Obviously, you should donate whatever you can, but he's calling out people who can donate 25,000.
he freaking don't called out literally the top 5 richest actors right now. Like, honestly, Dwayne, The Rock Johnson, and then you see Justin Timberlake. They have $25,000 for spare change. Like,
Did Dwayne The Rock Johnson donate 25 or did he donate
he
more?
did. No, he didn't donate 25.
Kim Kardashian or the Kardashian people donated $500,000.
Yeah, because they're trying to freaking clear their name up since that porn video.
Oh my god.
They're still trying to do anything in the world to get that out of their
They're way
history.
past it at this point.
People still talk about it because that's how they got famous.
Yeah, but people who are bitter about the fact that they're billionaires.
Yeah, that's true. Like they worked hard
people,
too. Like,
that's what people who are poor say. Like, oh well, it all started with a sex tape. It's like, who cares at this point? Like,
yeah, honestly, I don't.
Kylie
Really
Jenner made like billions of bucks at this point.
Kylie Jenner made so much money off that mascara on that. What is
Makeup?
it called? Yeah, the makeup thing.
The lip kit.
Supposedly she made like $400 million out of that.
Yeah, she's like on Forbes. It's like at this point, it's like people can talk all the smack they want, but look, they're rich and they did it.
Yeah, they worked hard, so like give them credit.
Kris Jenner is the best manager on this planet. She somehow made that into an empire.
And how Kris Jenner, what's that dude's name? OJ's freaking lawyer. What's his first name?
Robert Kardashian.
Robert Kardashian's the best lawyer in the world.
It's nothing to do
Rest
with
in
Robert
peace.
Kardashian.
Rest in peace, though.
Oh my God, Maz. Zan, what do you think?
But what?
How much would you donate if you could?
Well, I mean,
Endless
yeah,
amounts,
of course.
obviously.
No, I was just gonna
did
say that,
donate.
like, I guess, what was it? The Patriots was also gonna donate $1 million, up to $1 million.
Yeah.
Which is also pretty cool.
Well, the Patriots have $1 million.
The Patriots have so much
They have
money.
too
They're
much
like
money.
number 5.
Yeah, they have way too much money.
They're like number 5 in like, or number 6 in like every sport gathered. They're like one of the richest teams.
Isn't like that team, like that soccer team, the richest one?
Yeah, no, I think it's Real Madrid being the richest sports team in the world right now.
Yeah, they have like $1 billion or to their
Yeah,
name or whatever. It's like
something
a
like that.
shit ton of money.
No, yeah,
I'm
it
like,
is.
holy moly! It's like, I feel like soccer just isn't like soccer fans are gonna kill me. Like, I feel like soccer here isn't that big of a deal, but it's huge.
No, I disagree now. I feel like lately, soccer's been huge in the U.S. I feel like because we've been gathering so many star players from like, I'm not really much of like a soccer like fanatic, but like what I know is like the MLS, like the American League in soccer, we've gathered so many great players from Europe to come over here to play. I feel like it's rising.
Oh, it's definitely rising. That's definitely rising.
Because you see so many posts about like Messi, Ronaldo, all these big time players. Like, I don't know. I feel like soccer's rising. It's going to be huge. Not very soon. It's already huge. What am I saying?
You mean here?
Yeah, it's gonna be bigger in America because it's already big in every other country in the world.
Yeah.
America's like baseball and football.
No, baseball is dead.
Football.
Baseball has been a
Basketball.
dead sport. I feel like for the past like.
What are you talking about?
No one talks about
People
baseball
love
anymore.
baseball. Maybe not in New York.
No, I don't think anyone like. Do you remember who won the World Series in the last like 2 times? Name one team. I don't know either because no one cares anymore.
Wait.
No one cares. Football has clearly become America's sport now. Baseball is nothing
football
now.
is like the great American. No,
I mean, last year was last year. The World Series was huge because of Chicago. I think this was last year.
No, you're right. You're right.
To be honest.
Yeah, didn't
That was big,
the
but
Cubs,
before
the
that.
Chicago Bears or the Cubs, whatever. It was the Cubs or the Bears?
It was the Cubs.
The Cubs, and that was like the huge deal.
Huge. It was like 104 years.
Well,
something like that.
Yeah.
everything is a work.
So, and I also. That's the name of the episode. Everything's a work. No, but I was like, what the hickety heck are you talking about? Because I also think that we live in the Northeast and we don't see it as that big of a deal, other than the fact that we have the Red Sox and the Yankees, which are literally
The biggest, the 2
people.
main teams of baseball, basically. Well, I guess not really.
You're talking about controversy about Trump. You're talking big here about people who are like Midwestern or South. They love baseball.
I guess you're right.
And football.
I feel like football is definitely number 1 now.
America's sport is football. That's facts.
I think it's cricket.
Yeah, that would be funny.
That's Pakistan's.
It's funny about cricket. I just had I work right now, but I'm also like, sending out my resumes to other places to kind of, get the lay of the land and kind of see what other opportunities are out there. So I had an interview and I got there 20 minutes early to the interview. So I was just sitting there and the dude, and the guy there, he was sitting there and he was also brown looking, Daisy looking, and I was like, I don't even know how we started talking, but somehow he got to the topic of sports, and I'm like, yeah, it's blah blah blah. The U.S. Open's happening because it was the week of U.S. Open, and he was like, oh yeah, I don't really watch any other sports but cricket, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then so then for the entire 20 minutes we talked about cricket.
You were
what do you know?
I stumbled through that conversation, but I made myself look really cool, like as if I knew.
You were
knew
picking.
Pakistan.
Yeah. Oh, so it turns out that even though so like I said that he was Desi looking, he was kind of Desi. He was Guyanese, so it reminded me of patty cakes.
He's
like
Western.
Yeah, because he's Guyanese, but I think his like uncle or someone is from like Pakistan, some sort. Like there is some little relation in Pakistan. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. That's really cool.
Did you talk about Pakistan winning?
Yeah, we did. Of course. That's how I got through the 20-minute long conversation with cricket. Talking about Shahid Afridi. Yes, Shahid Afridi. Yes. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
But Shahid Afridi wasn't even the dude that it was like that Parvez or whatever. But
I don't even know the names at all.
But
No
I know because I saw on the news because my mom put it on, because I'm not a big cricket fan, but for some reason, if Pakistan is playing or it has won, I feel like I'm the biggest cricket fan. I'm like, we won!
I'm not gonna lie though, too. Like, if we're in Pakistan, I feel like we become cricket fans automatically. At least I do. I immediately become a cricket fan immediately when I land in Pakistan. But once I leave, I'm not.
No, yeah. I think it's because that's the only sport there that people follow. Like, it's not like here where we have a plethora. You can follow tennis or baseball, football, basketball. There it's cricket is it.
Yeah, that's it.
Cricket.
And so what do you play? Cricket. What do you watch?
Cricket.
Cricket. So I know when we landed, I remember one time we went to Pakistan, we landed, the first thing we did was go on the roof. Because over there the roofs are
they're it's like a floor.
They're terraces.
Yeah.
So we just went onto the roof and played cricket.
Yeah.
We didn't even sleep from the 17-hour flight.
Yeah. No, cricket's fun.
Those
were the simple times.
We should all get together and play cricket.
Yeah, it was actually funny because so the guy that I was talking to, he actually talked about a league that he has and that he was part of. I'm like, oh, he's like, you should join that too. I'm like, yeah, I'll think about it. And he's like, yeah, it's an all day thing. I was like, oh wow, like he's like, yeah, you go in at 10 a.m. in the morning on Sundays and then you kind of go there all day. I'm like, Jesus, that's a lot of cricket. I don't know about that.
That's a no for me.
Yeah.
I would not play. I like say we should play, but then I'm thinking, no, I don't think I'm just not good at it. No way, Jose.
Yeah.
Zan, didn't you have an article that you were reading
No.
that you wanted to talk to us about Netflix?
What article are you talking about?
The Netflix one.
Yeah, no, I was just like, so I, on Reddit, I came across this really interesting article. So just recently, a brand new show came out on Netflix called Disjointed, where it stars Kathy Bates. And she's basically like this, I don't even know how it is exactly. I think she's like some sort of like shrink or like, not a shrink, like just a straight up hippie. I don't even know how it is. It's basically like it's a stoner show. Think Pineapple Express, but in the setting of like Full House. So they actually have a live studio audience and they have the laugh track and everything. But it's like a very mature and like stoner show, and so it's kind of weird. So that's one little like controversy about the show. It's like that's one thing that people don't like about it. It's like how like it reminds them of like Full House when it's like this vulgar, But I don't know, whatever. Point is though, this entire show is a stoner show, and because obviously as being a stoner show, they smoke a lot of pot. And Netflix, they created their own strains. So I guess maybe to cut cost, I don't know, maybe for marketing reasons, they developed their own marijuana strains, and they're selling it in different pot stores all across California.
That's dope. That's such a unique.
And it's legit. It's
That's
legit
dope.
stuff. It's and it's kind of interesting. I guess it's a cool way to market.
Where'd they get this?
Well, I mean, it is California, and it is Netflix. They have enough money to find someone, right?
Well, I heard
Maybe they have
Netflix
their
is
own
right now
farm.
in bankrupt.
What? No.
What?
Yeah, I heard they're maybe that's I was reading fake news, but I
Fake
don't know.
news. That Netflix
is
went
not going
bankrupt? No way.
No, I think I know what you're talking about. It's not that they're going bankrupt. Isn't it because like the whole Disney thing they canceled their deal with Disney, so they're losing a lot of money.
Disney's opening their own. Yeah, Disney's opening their own like streaming service, which I'm like, Disney. I guess they have a lot of things. I mean, I think we're like, I always forget that Disney is like not just kids movies sometimes.
They have a lot of things, but it's just I just don't like the idea that there's another streaming service that you need to pay for. Like, why can't we all have it on just one platform, like, or a few platforms? What? Well, of course, that's why I changed it to a few platforms. Like, just have it like spread out a little bit, not have like like now I have to pay for the streaming service just to get my Disney movie fix. Now I can't just like pop it in on Netflix or.
You don't have to. I have every VHS of every Disney.
Well, you're OG like that. I'm talking about the millennials out there. If they want to be like, yo, I want to watch Moana, what can I do?
Moana. Get
Pirate
Amazon Video. That's it.
Downloaded a torrent.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, but okay. So I was watching yesterday. The show Younger. It's like don't worry about it. You guys would never watch it, but it was on Hulu, and I was watching with my sister, not Sumra, because she's on vacation, but we were watching, and she was getting she doesn't have Hulu. She was getting so annoyed at the commercials, and I'm like, why the hell? I get it because that's how they pay for like they get their money or whatever through ads. But like if I'm paying for Hulu, why am I should be paying for ads?
Well, I mean, they do have that weird option, right?
That you could pay
that's
even
what I
more.
Do. I'm that sucker that pays more.
That ruffles my feathers.
I'm literally that guy because it's like I understand why they do that because it's obviously a good way for them to make that extra $3 from me because I too am so annoyed with commercials that I can't even stand it. I don't want to see a single commercial ever in my life. So it's like I would rather pay.
Well, Sabina was
Yeah,
like,
you might as well. It's only a couple dollars more.
Sabina's that guy too.
It's annoying.
She's like,
so
I hate
bad.
this.
That's why shows like Game of Thrones is great because it's
Might as
like
well
you don't
we
have
do.
commercials.
Honestly,
Or Netflix.
Game of Thrones.
I would just let it be. I'd rather just save that $2-3 to be honest, because it accumulates over the years. I'm a broke student right now, so I would save anything.
That's true.
So I have a biased opinion right now.
Zan believes that money should be spent, though.
You
know what I mean? But that's
well, no,
like,
I was gonna say that I'm probably gonna cancel Hulu anyway. After all this talk about me paying more, I was actually thinking of canceling it because I don't watch any other show. That's another thing we can segue into talking about these shows. I don't have any. I don't watch anything on Hulu at all. There is not a single. There's not a single besides maybe Seinfeld. I don't think there's a single show that I watch on that ever. So I'm like.
Bob's Burgers.
Dorm Life.
Well, Dorm Life was good, but that's not even Hulu. That was like their own little.
Dorm Life? I showed you Dorm Life.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I said Dorm Life's good.
Are you kidding me?
I said it's not Hulu.
How did
What?
you guys... I didn't even know that you watched it.
Who, me?
I am so shocked right now because I remember showing it to you and you guys not being into it.
I swear to God, I'm not you and me. We watched it till like
Yeah,
6
I'm
in
like
the
you.
morning,
We
7 in the morning.
did the same thing
I
too.
did not... I totally
We watched-
forgot that both of
We
those
watched
events
literally the
ever
first 7
happened.
episodes in a row. We're like, this is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only 5 minutes. Each episode's 5 minutes long, so it's not that long, people. But Dorm Life is this amazing show. Guys, if you're looking for a show that's, like, funny, like... What does it remind you of? Like, The Office? Not The Office.
It's no. I would
I
say
don't
it's
know.
kind of like like it's like that mockumentary, like that mockumentary dry
Yeah,
humor.
very dry.
Like, well, it's not even like they're not even filming a documentary. It's more like it's just a day in the life in a dorm room or a dorm floor, I guess.
Or like a floor, yeah. And it's like these kids who live on the floor and they all interact with each other. And it's like but it's old. It's like they're using their webcams. You know,
Yeah,
it's
the
not
sh-
like
it's- the show's old, yeah.
but it's so funny.
Well, it's not just webcams.
was
We should
funny.
we should be clear. It's not just web. It's like they use webcams as like
No,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have like a right. You're right. It's so like they can do their personal interviews. They do it on
Yeah.
the webcam, but they it's like a documentary crew is filming this floor. That's like how it is. It's like The Office, but it's
Yeah.
it's you know, I don't know if it came out the same time as The Office.
Yeah, I
but
think honestly, like anything that has like Office resemblance, I would watch. Honestly, in my opinion, The Office is like my favorite show of all time. I love The Office. I could
if you're looking for something to binge after
yeah,
Game of
no,
Thrones,
I
The
could
Office.
literally watch every single episode of The Office and know the words to every single episode. It's that crazy.
The Office is one of the.
I
love
love
that
The
shit.
Office. I also
Yeah.
love Parks
Well,
and Rec.
I mean, yeah, Parks and Rec is really good, but yeah, The Office is definitely number one. Like it's. I think
Yeah, like I could watch that every single day.
We're giving a lot so like comedies. If you're looking for stuff to binge after Game of Thrones, I've like Parks and Rec, obviously The Office, 30
Well-
Rock, Dorm Life,
yeah.
Arrested
Yeah, yeah.
Development.
Rick
Rick
and
and
Morty
Morty
is
is
also
the
great.
new one though.
But see, you don't
Rick
need
and Morty,
Hulu. So going back to my original point, that there's nothing on Hulu. Like a lot of the shows you can just watch on their actual website. So it's like, why am I paying $11? even though I just defended
Well, I
the
watch
$11, it's like, why am I spending $11 if I'm not watching anything on that? You know, like I don't know. I'm trying to save money too. I'm also a broke student.
That's true. I watch a bunch of shows on Hulu though, like that I
what?
can't find on Netflix. I watch Blackish. Blackish.
Is it
So
really good? I watched the
good
first
show.
5 minutes of
It
the
is, it's
first
so
episode
good.
of the first season, and I'm like, okay, this is good.
Why would you do that? If you watch the first 5 minutes of
That's
The
true.
Office, it's like crazy.
But
Yeah, that's the funny part about it. Like the first episodes of The Office, you're just like, what the hell is this?
It's like so cringeworthy. And so that's what you always have to go keep going with certain shows like that. You just got to keep
You know
watching it
what show
unless
I'm
it's
watching right now?
annoying. But
I'm watching. Have you guys heard of the show Freaks and Geeks? It's a really old show.
yeah, it's an
It's
old show.
it used to be on NBC, and for the people who don't know, Freaks and
Yeah.
Geeks. It was basically like Judd Apatow, the guy who created the 40-Year-Old Virgin and like Knocked Up and Superbad, all those movies. He before he did all of that, he had his own TV show on NBC, and it got canceled after the first 12 episodes, and there was I think 21 episodes. Yeah, I think there was 18
Yeah,
episodes
first
in
season,
all,
yeah.
but they canceled it even before he was able to release the last 5 episodes or whatever. But it's actually a really good show. It also kind of reminds me of Dorm Life, where it's not the way it's been presented, but like it's more of like a high schooly vibe of like the Dorm Life show. Like it's more like, oh, another day in the life of a high schooler, but it's so raw and it's so like also deadpan and kind of just like in your face that it's good. It's actually really good. I don't think it's amazing, and I don't think that like it holds up as well as it would, but it is a good show, and I recommend it. Freaks and Geeks.
Moz, what are you watching lately?
Right now, honestly, there's nothing really I've been watching. You know what I've been weirdly watching though? Like I've been just not binging, I should say, but like these past 2 nights, I've been watching Secret Service documentaries on YouTube.
The Secret Service?
Secret Service documentaries.
Why?
I was watching documentaries about how they protected Reagan in that attempted assassination.
Assassination.
Yeah, and that
Oh.
how like it's so in depth, like more than you think. That every step that everyone takes is all like under control by the Secret Service. It's crazy. It really is. National Geographic really makes really great documentaries about.
I want
all
to
this
watch a
stuff.
really good.
They do.
Sorry,
I
sorry.
feel ashamed of
I
what
keep
I'm
cutting
doing.
you off. I'm not. I
No. You want to watch? No. You want to watch a really good documentary. I feel that. I love like cult
Yeah.
or serial killer documentaries.
Yeah.
I like. But I feel ashamed. You guys are like watching like quality television, and I'm watching this show Younger, and it's like a girl. Okay. Well, it's the same writer as.
okay. So
Sex
there
and
is some
the City,
yeah.
Okay.
if that gives you
There's some legs to it.
right, but it's very it's aimed towards,
Women.
you know, not your guys' audience. Yeah.
Like, is it okay? So
towards women.
okay, I was gonna say younger or
towards young
older.
women.
Okay, younger.
Okay, so it's basically a woman who's 40 who can't get a job in publishing because she was out of the career for 15 years to raise her kids. And so she lies about her age and says she's 26 and then gets a job at a publishing firm and like makes friends and like has this whole life as a 26-year-old. And it's about her trying to keep this under wraps that she's 40.
Oh, so
And Hilary Duff
Lizzie
is in it.
McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire's in it. She's not the one who's 40, obviously. But she's like
hey
her
now,
coworker who's 26.
hey now. This is where dreams were made of.
I love that movie. But it's a good show, but it's also
Yeah.
it's just very girly.
Yeah.
For sure. But I'm into it. And so that's what I would suggest for every girl who likes girly things who's also into Game of Thrones. If you need something to watch,
How many
watch
episodes
it.
is this show? Okay.
It's 3
Oh,
seasons.
so it's been significant.
It's on Hulu. 3 seasons. Yeah, but it has 13 episodes a
okay.
season. It's like short. Yeah, that's like a thing now. There's
Yeah,
no like
'cause
23
I guess-
episode shows.
Oh wait,
anymore. They're all
13?
13.
13 minutes episodes or
No,
Oh.
13 episodes.
Oh,
They're
okay,
20
okay,
minutes
okay.
long. It's
Yeah.
like a half hour.
you know, it's a really
With commercials,
sorry, this
yeah.
is a show that I just finished on Netflix that I think is very very good. You don't even have to be a wrestling fan at all. It has nothing to do with wrestling. It's called Glow. Yeah, Glow is so So good. I just
Whoa.
finished it recently, and I could not I cannot recommend it enough. It's so good. It's really really good.
Really?
It's not even it's like
Girl
it's girl
power.
power, and it's really short too. There's only like maybe it was 13 episodes I believe, but it's only 30 minutes long, so it's really quick episodes. So you can finish it in like a couple days, and it's so good. It goes quickly. It's good, fun, funny, and yeah, it's good. I recommend that too.
I might watch
Maz, you
that.
should watch it.
Yeah,
I feel
think
like you would
might.
like that.
I might actually. I watched the. Actually, I watched my first Punjabi Bollywood movie in so many years.
Dangal.
Yeah, Dangal. Yeah, that was a dope movie
Guys,
too.
highly recommend that movie to any people who are Bollywood lovers. And I mean, we're very slow though. It's an older movie at this point.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I still watched and it was dope. So
It's Amir Khan for any Amir Khan lovers out there.
yeah, for our last topic for today, I need to talk to you guys about how Amazon is literally gonna run this world very soon.
They bought Whole Foods.
They bought Whole Foods, and you know how like organic food, all that types of stuff is like so expensive, and
They lowered the prices.
they lower the prices, and like that's just like they're gonna run the world. Like that's crazy to me. Like I don't
How
know
do you
why
feel
that.
about that they lowered the prices? Are
I
you
think
happy
it's-
about it?
I think it's amazing, like how like one company like such as Amazon just has so much influence on consumer purchases, such as like Whole Foods or something like that. I don't know.
I'm
I
okay
just
with
wanted
that
to-
No, I
too.
feel you.
I'm okay with that.
They're literally gonna
I like
control
the
the
fact
world,
that
so.
Amazon has done this.
I am
because
too.
it's like
There has so many positive. Amazon has so many positive. Like their customer service is great. Their
I
prices are
like
great.
competition
Like, everything is
drives
great.
people to innovate, to to become better. So it's like it's kind of cool that Amazon's doing this, because it's like now it's forcing other supermarkets to kind of catch up to Amazon's level, and yeah.
It's crazy to think about. Like there's no one.
Do you think though that it will lower the quality? Like I feel like I know people who are like Whole Foods is so like high quality blah blah. But if it's like lower prices, I'm not saying it will or that I believe it shouldn't be. I agree. Like I think it's so cool. But do you think it's gonna? Affect,
Honestly,
like,
you know what I feel like is going to happen, and this is
the-
my theory. I feel like maybe 15 years down the line, 20 years down the line, I feel like with grocery stores specifically, it's going to go down the route of like Aldi, another really famous fast grocery store, where it's like they have a
Aldi.
couple of brands here and there that are that are high quality but are really cheap in the same time, and then it's like that's what you're gonna get. And I feel like people are gonna go towards that, because I feel like Amazon's gonna do that. Amazon already does that with every with their whole with like their, especially their electronics that they have. They have their Amazon, like their own like electronic devices that they create, Amazon. So you can get like HDMI cables, for example, for like dirt cheap because Amazon made it. So I feel like Amazon's gonna do the same thing, where they can create their own grocery items, sell it for mad cheap, and then it's gonna drive out a lot of the I guess the other competition and kind of focus on a few. That is true too, yeah.
Yeah, but then it becomes a monopoly. Economics, man. I'm getting nervous, but also I'm happy that I can go to a Whole Foods and get some peeled
You can finally afford it.
Yeah, right. No one's just
finally afford.
Yeah, no one's
Would you guys-
dethroning Jeff Bezos up there. He's doing something great. Very.
Would you
cool.
buy peeled orange, Maz, from Whole Foods now?
to support Bezos?
You guys heard about the ridiculous asparagus water
Bezos
is dope.
Whole Foods did? Where it was just
Oh my god.
yeah, and they sold it
They
for
just put
$7.
asparagus in water.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
That's ridiculous. I could do that at home. I could just take some tap water and put some asparagus in there. Boom, big it a boom.
Solid asparagus water.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Nah, but I do like I'm into this Whole Foods Amazon thing for now. We'll see how this goes, but I'm liking it, and I'm gonna go buy myself a peeled orange tomorrow.
I'm probably gonna do the same thing. So
Boom.
let's see.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah.
All right, you guys.
Even though this
Ending
was
on
a
that note.
this
Oh.
was not
I
might not
actually
be the
like
most
this episode. I
exciting
want to keep
episode,
this
guys,
going.
but it was just it was very like different.
We're gonna try and switch up the format, not just because we have our other fobs and friends know this is gonna happen, but we're trying to switch up some stuff and introduce different segments into our podcast, and kind of I don't know. You'll see as time goes on. But if you guys have any suggestions,
And let us know what you like better.
Yeah,
Do you like
message
do you like
Yeah,
having a
please.
single episode be focused on a topic, or do you like this whole we're just kind of talking,
about different things that we find interesting that we see in current events or articles that are popping up and we want to talk about, just let us know what you guys think, because we want to
On
switch
that
things
note.
up and we want you guys to like it. So, yeah. Follow us. Gossam when you need him. On that note, follow us on Fob and Friends on Instagram, at Fob and Friends on Twitter, Facebook/Fob and Friends. Follow us. And keep listening, you guys. We want to hear what you want to hear.
Yeah, I mean,
Basically.
we're glad that you guys have been listening for 9 episodes of our boring talk, but see.
No.
I'm kidding.
Don't say that.
I'm kidding.
Alrighty, guys.
Please listen to us.
Please listen to us. Alright. So,
I guess
we're
so.
signing
Yeah.
off?
Bye.
Signing off.
Bye. Alright.
Peace.
Bye.